Yeah, hi there. These comments are for 1254. I'm using the last 4 digits of your student number. And I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL iBT. And let's take a look at your essay. So I read it. I've actually scored it. You're going in the right direction. You could probably develop your points a little bit more. So I'm putting you at 3.5 out of 5 or 22 points out of 30. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to get a 5.0 out of 5 or 30 points out of 30. So the first thing I would do is the introduction needs to show how the information in the lecture is different from the information in the reading passage. So we'll say something like this. You might say, thereby negatively influencing people's health in the U.S. and the lecture refutes these ideas. So that's probably a little bit more accurate. So the reading passage discusses about how fast food chains contribute to obesity, thereby negatively influencing people's health in the United States, and the lecture refutes these maybe claims. Maybe that's even better. So in your second paragraph, you say, first, the writer says that the long-term effects of obesity are caused by the fast food restaurants. But the speaker says, so I think you need to develop your paragraphs a little bit more. Let's check it. So you got 43 words here. Generally 50 to 100 words is typically better. All right, so let's go to the reading passage. What can we say according to the reading passage? So there's a lot of information here. You're basically stating the topic, I think, of the reading passage, but you're not giving any important details here. So we have to kind of look at some ideas here. So many adults and children are consuming fast food, and they're doing this because of their busy schedules and harsh economic times, right? So then you might want to say, maybe just a little bit more. So that helps out a little bit. So the writer says that the long-term effects of obesity are caused by the fast food restaurants, especially since many people are eating high-calorie foods due to the economic difficulties and busy schedules. But the speaker says obesity is caused by an inactive lifestyle, not simply because of fast food chains. There. Now that's what I'm talking about. This is a little bit better, so I've added some information here in this second paragraph. So now what do we have? Now we got 91 words here. Let's read it one more time. First, the writer says that the long-term effects of obesity are caused by the fast food restaurants, especially since many people are eating high-calorie foods due to the economic difficulties and busy schedules. You might want to say due to their economic difficulties and busy schedules. But the speaker says the obesity is caused by an inactive lifestyle, not simply because of fast food chains. For example, many adults and children sit down in front of a TV or play video games without being active, which can cause them to be overweight because they're consuming more calories than they burn daily. Alright, let's go to your next one. So second in the reading passage, the author writes that society is unhealthy because the options for fast food are limited. You want to say maybe here, the healthy options for fast food are limited. Okay, let's take a look. Do we need to say anything else here? You probably want to say this too. High cholesterol, diabetes, and heart disease. So then you might say one more thing in the reading passage. That consumers have limited choices causes them to have maybe high how about heart disease, diabetes, and high cholesterol. Let me spell check that. Here we go. Okay, when I'm saying this, let me see if you can understand this grammar. So that consumers have limited choices causes them to have heart disease, diabetes, and high cholesterol, suggests the author. However, the speaker says that the concept of healthy is not certain in long term. Now, I think you need to, whatever you say here needs to go back to limited. So they're saying there are healthier options now, right? So I think when you're moving here, okay, here you have, however, the speaker claims that fast food restaurants now offer healthier options for adults and children by offering fruit and salad options in their menus. Meanwhile, in California, New York, fast food establishments are required to list the calorie count each item on the menu to better inform customers. Okay, I think we have it here. So I'm making a few changes, but generally, remember I gave you a score of 3.0 out of 5, 22 points out of 30. I'm giving you some suggestions to show how you can exactly, get the highest possible score here. Okay, so let's look at your next paragraph here. All right, you see third, the writer believes that fast food restaurants encourage gluttony. Or over. I would just say that. And then when you say to illustrate, customers are offered, you might want to say something like, unlike in the past, customers are offered unlimited free refills on their sodas or other sweetened beverages. Hence, encouraging patrons consume that's probably pretty good there. So we have third, the writer believes that fast food restaurants encourage gluttony or overconsumption. To illustrate, unlike in the past, customers are offered unlimited free refills on their sodas or other sweetened beverages, hence encouraging, maybe use the pronoun here, them to overconsume. In contrast, the speaker believes that the main issue is not the main issue or cause Let's go to the lecture here for just a minute. Double check here. So in this case it says that it says fast food chains are part of American society and do not necessarily promote gluttony. One can overcome gluttony simply by not eating and drinking large amounts from fast food chains every day. We can still enjoy burgers, fries, and milkshake, but don't have to consume them in such large amounts. So I think this is kind of how you want to frame it. You might say fast food chains gluttony because it is the responsibility of the consumer to limit how many drinks or food that she or he eats daily. Then you might say this: in fact, according to the speaker, consumers can still enjoy fast food, but they do not have to eat it in such large amounts. I think we have it. So we made a few changes. So let's see what we have here. Now we have, we got about 304 words. So I clarified some of your points, developed your ideas a little bit more. Okay, let's read it one more time, make a few more corrections. Let me do spell check for just a minute. So change economic. Make sure you're using the same word, but just changing the spelling. Okay, let's go to the top. So the reading passage discusses how fast food chains contribute to obesity, thereby negatively influencing people's health in the United States, and the lecture refutes these claims. First, the writer says that the long-term effects of obesity are caused by the fast food restaurants, especially since many people are eating high-calorie foods due to their economic difficulties and busy schedules. But the speaker says that obesity is caused by an inactive lifestyle, not simply because of fast food chains. For example, many adults and children sit down in front of a TV or play video games without being active, which can cause them to be overweight because they are consuming more calories than they burn daily. Second, in the reading passage, the author writes that society is unhealthy because the healthy options for fast food are limited. That consumers have limited choices causes them to have heart disease, diabetes, and high cholesterol, suggests the author. However, the speaker claims that fast food restaurants now offer healthier options for adults and children by offering fruit and salad options in their menus. Meanwhile, in California and New York, fast food establishments are required to list the calorie count of each item on the menu to better inform customers. Third, the writer believes that fast food restaurants encourage gluttony or overconsumption. To illustrate, unlike in the past, customers are offered unlimited free refills on their sodas or sweetened beverages, hence encouraging them to overconsume. In contrast, the speaker believes fast food chains should not be blamed for gluttony because it is the responsibility of the customer to limit how many drinks that she or he eats daily. In fact, according to the speaker, consumers can still enjoy fast food, but they do not have to eat it in such large amounts. Okay, so your score was 3.5. My score, I'm going to put this at 5.5. So I basically rewrote your essay to show you what you need to do to get that perfect score. Now let's go into the grading. So I put you here. So here's some things that stand out to me. You didn't omit any point in the lecture, but your response conveys an incomplete, I think, presentation of the ideas. Or, even though your response is somewhat connected, it communicates only unclear global, I think. So you didn't quite explain some points in the reading with enough detail, or maybe a point in the listening with enough detail. So that's why I put you here. So I put you at 3.5 out of 5, or 22 points out of 30. Now, what does that mean for you in this class? Well, if you look at the writing, a 3.5 is going to put you at 82% based on the score that you have. That's the score I'll be putting into Ingray. Alright, so thank you very much for completing this assignment, and keep up the good work. And by the way, I've enjoyed having you as a student for winter quarter 2016. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for all of your hard work in this course.